Welcome, everybody, to the RnR Catcast, a fan-based podcast focusing on Montana State athletics. We're two dudes named Ryan from the state of Washington talking about our dear Montana State. We hope you enjoy. All right, welcome back, Bobcat fans. Thanks for joining us on another episode of the RnR Catcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Foley. I'm joined with the full crew tonight. We got Ryan Thornburg and Zach Levere. We are the RnR, the Montana State affiliate of the Big Sky Podcast Network. And we want to give a shout out to the Bobcat Collective. If you're passionate about supporting Bobcat athletes, visit the bobcatcollective.com today to learn about more and sign up to be a member for as low as $25 a month. You know, memberships support the student athletes. They provide great perks for the members, including exclusive events, access to those events, and then behind the scenes content. I got some swag from them. So visit bobcatcollective.com today and you can join. All right, fellas, we're here. Montana State got a get right game against against San Diego. It's late.
It's the whole USD thing. I caught myself doing it during the game. I think Gregorak did it on the air. Something about the USD just makes you want to say South Dakota. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish we beat South Dakota.
We're here, though.
I think South Dakota is overrated.
Yeah.
Woo.
Random thought.
That's a good point.
The other USD.
All right. Well, listener, thanks for joining us. If you're new to the RnR, we're just a bunch of fans doing a passion project over here for the last 6, 7, 8 seasons. I can't even remember how much time that's been right now, but we're keeping at it, talking Montana State football. So thanks for joining us. Today's rundown for the episode. Collectively, we can't think of any news for the Montana State Bobcats, so we're going to skip the news program. We're going to go right into the top 25. We'll talk about Coach Vegan, what he wore in his presser. We'll get into the stats. We'll do the game recap, the game preview. We got Name That Cat, Levere's locks, and some Golden Coolie questions. But first, let's talk about what's in our Golden Coolies.
What's in your Golden Coolie?
Yeah, sucker.
What's in your Golden Coolie is brought to you by Wilbur Ellis. Go see Shea Richter and Company up in Fort Bend for all your farming and fertilizer needs. I have the Boundary Bay Lager. Boundary Bay is a brewery in Bellingham here that's been around since 95. They're closing for good at the end of this month.
Oh, sad.
Going out
That's
with
very
style
sad.
here with the beer here for the Boundary Bay Lager. There's a brewery in Woodinville that will continue to brew 3 of their flagship beers, but the brewery as it exists now is pretty much gone. They're selling the building. Sad. It's been a mainstay since I moved out here.
I think I've had one of their beers on as well. Sounds familiar.
They make a good scotch.
It's almost that time of year. All right. Last of the Madison River Brewing Oktoberfest, and then I got a couple Happy Dad seltzers. See how long this pod goes. I'm ready to get after it tonight.
Happy Dad seltzer.
Zach, thanks for being with us tonight. I know it's another hour later than it is for us, and so you're a trooper, dude. Man,
School's kicking my butt right now, man. I need this.
Okay, this is therapy.
These classes are getting hard.
I love it. This brought me back to my time in Bozeman, guys. This is a Fat Tire right there.
Oh, man. I consumed a lot of Fat Tire in college. That was the beer there for a while.
It was, man. So Thorne, I was sitting in the grocery aisle tonight, and it was a toss-up between Fat Tire and Mere Pond. Talk about 2 old-school Bozeman beers.
Yeah, I remember the Molly Brown in college had the 375 pitchers on Thursdays, Thirsty Thursdays. And it was good beers. Sometimes it was Blue Moon. Sometimes it was Fat Tire. I remember just drinking Fat Tire, the Molly Brown with the peanut shells all over the floor. Oh, look at me sound like an old guy. Back when I was in college, this is what happened. But
375 pitchers, man. That is crazy.
That's wild.
That
It turned to 575 when I was a junior, and I was like, this is BS.
I've heard stories of the old Spanish Peaks Brewery in Bozeman from my dad in the 90s.
That place closed like right before I started college, right around the same time.
Yeah.
I never got to enjoy it.
Yesteryear. All right.
The Bermuda Triangle, though. Spent several days there
Several beautiful
days.
at once. Several days consecutively. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, let's get into the top 25 since we don't have any news. North Dakota State's number 1, South Dakota State's number 2, Tarleton State's number 3, and I'd argue, fellas, that Tarleton State could be number 2, 4-0. But buy or sell, Vim said, like, is Tarleton State last year's? Oh shucks, I'm gonna forget it now. What is it? He was on a roll last night. He was just spinning out a whole bunch of
full of vim.
Yeah, he was full of vim. By yourself, it's Tarleton State, the William and Mary of 2025.
Oh, I mean, probably. It's at the point where in the FCS where I don't trust anyone else that's not in the Missouri Valley Football Conference or this guy. Basically,
it's a good point, dude.
Sure, they look good on paper. Look at that conference. Look at their schedule. It's a bunch of nobodies. Yes, I know they have a couple good wins early on, but they always end up coming up north. I don't know.
If you had to play them, that's a place that you wouldn't mind going to late in the season or late in the playoffs.
Sure. I don't know. Maybe they're different. I know Tarleton's definitely on a different trajectory than a lot of other programs. They got a lot more money down there than a lot of other programs. But
new Sam Houston
remains
State
to be seen.
So Montana State stayed at number 4. Grizzly State at number 5. Illinois State, Rhode Island, Idaho State at number 8. UC Davis State at number 9. So not much moving for the Big Sky teams, and Lehigh rounded out the top 10. If I scroll down a little bit, South Dakota, the Coyotes dropped from 12 to 15 after their tussle with Northern Colorado. What else do we have? Let's see. North Dakota stayed the same, even after loss to Grizz sitting at 16. And Sac State went from 21 to 24. Boys, I don't think Sac State's a top 25 team. I'm calling it now.
Not right now.
I don't think they're very good. That Mercyhurst game was alarming.
Yeah. They were down 18-7.
Their coach wears a cowboy hat, and I think Sam Herder said on Coulter's show last week or a couple weeks ago, all cowboy hat, no cattle.
That sounds about right.
And the fact that Coulter's just reveling in their shit talking that they did about
everybody
FCS was so JV.
JV.
Nobody feels sorry for those guys right now.
No. Yeah, a little too big for their britches.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's like every rational good decision, they just say, hey, this is what we should do for a program. Let's do the exact opposite.
Mm-hmm. Let's burn some bridges on a place that we're not really leaving anyway, and then
all right. Well, there's your top 25. Not much has changed. All right, let's talk about Coach Vegans. It started off with some Foley and Fisher Fashion Watch.
And now, Bobcat fans, it's time for F&F Fashion Watch, brought to you by Foley and Fisher, the only two that seem to really care what Brent Vegan is wearing at his press conference.
Thank you, Russell. Coach wore a heathered navy suit with a subtle Prince of Wales check, a cream-colored collared shirt, and a white, baby blue, and navy striped tie. No pocket square, no baloney.
Okay.
You ever thought about reading audiobooks? There might be a career there for you, Foley.
Patterns of male clothing.
Prince of Wales check. Search it, boys.
Just romantic smut novels by Foley.
Classy, though.
Don't quit your day job.
Classy though.
So I kind of think I figured Coach out on his pressers a little bit. It's come like I have kind of a clairvoyant moment today when I was listening to him. So he has a couple parts to his speech, and so the first part is his own dialogue, which is normally a small recap of the game that was, and then a small preview of the game to be. And then he starts fielding questions from Victor and Grace, and sounds like Tom Stuber's there. And there's a guy, I'm not sure what his name is. I think he works for the Bozeman Gazette. Do you have his name, Zach?
The Bozeman Gazette?
No.
Bozeman Gazette? Bozeman
The
Daily Chronicle?
Daily
there
Chronicle?
it is. Yeah, the Daily
Billings?
Chronicle.
Is that the one with the more
Billings?
high,
Billings.
like the more high pitched voice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I know the voice.
Okay. So he goes into that, and then pretty much he frames every question that they have around the mantra of not looking ahead, because they always pepper him with questions about, so what do you guys think about this? Where you're going? He's like, yeah, we can't look too far ahead. We got to stay, 1-0 mentality. We don't even know who we're playing next week. I doubt the players even know. And so this is always his theme. So that's the middle section of his presser. And then my favorite part is the last part of the presser is always his annoyed look part of the presser, where he's just done taking questions, and like Coulter or somebody comes on like with 4 minutes left, and his face just contorts a little bit, where he's just like, his brow starts to furrow. He does, some subtle eye rolls here and there. And God forbid Victor Flores floats another one towards his way, because he will just eviscerate him with a silent look. That's my favorite part, though. Right there. That's how most of these go, guys. Including today's. I didn't learn much. Let's see.
Yeah. I think it's
Go
fun
ahead.
There
because
is
like
to learn.
you watch like LSU's press conference where they get into it. Reporters, Oregon State's was pretty contentious today. I just seen clips on Twitter. I don't think a Brett Vegan press conference has ever been contentious ever.
No. Midwest
like
nice,
covering MSU with a coach like that has got to be like really nice for a reporter.
Oh yeah. No, and they all have a good relationship. I know he's not trying to eviscerate Flores with another question. But
he's not going to call him out and say that's a stupid question or something. He's not going to like drop some one-liner on him or something of like no, yes, or just act annoyed. He'll just do it in, a little expression.
So I'm trying to parse some things out from this. He did say something that was interesting as he was going through his kind of dialogue about this week's game. He goes, the mark of success for us is our ability to be efficient. He's like, if we can be efficient and not get behind schedule, we'll be successful this week. And they're peppering him with a ton of questions like, what can we take away from Mercyhurst from last year compared to this year? And he's just like kind of just pushing those aside, giving ballpark answers, and didn't get too much into any other kind of nuggets that you'd be like, that's interesting. I did notice that one of the gentlemen asked him about Dane Steele. Dane Steele keeps coming up in the game. I mean, his name is kind of floating towards the top, and Coach just simply said, he's making most of his opportunity right now with Chris Long out. Speaking of Chris Long, he also did mention that he is the one player who is as close to getting back as soon as possible. That being said, I still wouldn't expect to see him this week. It sounds like Burke Mastel is going to get his club off soon. He could be in that boat as well. I would say maybe 2 to 3 weeks out for Burke. Just my gut feeling on that. That's about it, fellas.
Yeah.
All right. Same as always.
Very business-like approach.
Yeah. It's a very ho-hum week, I feel like. Just overall. Back to normal, business as usual.
And we finally come off the highs of playing two potential national championship teams at their respective levels, and now we're kind of in the drudges of the cupcake part of the schedule here. It's a very drastic 180 from what we were dealing with the last 2 weeks before this.
The dredges of cream cheese frosting.
But it felt good to get
What are you
win.
talking about?
Cupcake frosting.
Oh gosh, I flew right over my head. I'm tired. I was like, what is frosting not to do anything?
We need to bring the energy up, guys. Come on. Let's go. We got this.
Energy's fine. Fine.
Momentum. Where are we going next?
There was I don't know, it was a ho-hum game too, a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll get
It
into
was
that.
never in doubt.
No.
Yep, never in doubt. Foley walks. Here you go, Zach.
Oh,
Didn't take a
yes.
single walk, man.
0 stays at 4. Fully walk counter.
What did you say? Was it 22? 22 and a half?
I have 22 and a half for the season.
Is that just conference?
I said regular season.
Or for the whole
so
season?
Yes.
Okay.
For the whole season, non-playoff.
Got it. Sounds good. Yep, didn't need to take a walk this time, although I was at my youngest son's birthday party, but I was able to watch most of it and came home and watched the rest of the game. All right, Thorny, let's get into the stats, bro.
Okay. The stats are brought to you by Pronghorn Wealth. If you haven't looked at the stats on your company's 401k, since Jeff Choate was coach,
Since
reach
the last
out
time
to Kendall.
Mercyhurst came to Bozeman.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. You should start doing these reads.
I need to start.
I used to come up with
come
something
with them.
clever, and I'm just kind of like brain dead all the time now because I'm old. Reach out to Kendall at Pronghorn Wealth to benchmark your current plan fees. Visit pronghornwealth.com today to get started. All right, let's look at the stats on the Bobcats' victory over the University of San Diego Toreros in Bozeman. 41-7 is your final score. This game sees the Cats rack up 28 first downs to San Diego's 12. The Cats are 6 of 13 on third down and 2 of 2 on fourth down, where the Toreros were only 2 of 11 on third down and did not go for it once on fourth down. The Cats outgained, I almost said South Dakota, San Diego 539 to 209, including 321 through the air on 27 of 31 passing. That's insane. 10.4 yards per carry with one interception tossed by Justin Lamson. 218 yards on the ground on 42 attempts for 5.2 yards per carry. On the other side, the Toreros had 143 yards through the air on 14 of 27 attempts for 5.3 yards per pass. Just 66 yards on 25 attempts and 2.6 yards per carry. I'm pretty sure that was a negative total at halftime, if I understand correctly, which is just bonkers. Just one penalty for USD and 3 penalties for the Cats, so only 4 penalties called this entire game. And again, that one turnover by the Cats, the interception thrown, and then the time of possession, Montana State, 35 minutes and 3 seconds to 24 minutes and 57 seconds.
I have a picture of the scoreboard late in the third quarter. Total yards 443 to 89. Rushing yards 150 to 0. Third downs, we were 5 of 9. We were 5 of 9. They were 0 of 7 at the time. This is about the time that I think we had one more drive than we pulled the starters after this. So defense looked real good, guys.
Yeah. We'll get into some of that.
Yeah.
Some other stats to round it out.
Got to finish the stats here.
Sorry.
Yep.
Too excited.
Let's see. I thought this was interesting. San Diego punted 9 times for 317 yards, and we only punted twice for 93 yards.
Well, that's one way to not get any punts
Is it
blocked.
Folker or Fokker? Or punter? What's his name? Colby Folker?
Folker.
It'd be better if it was Fokker.
Frecker. I don't know.
He's got a leg, dude. Like, I don't know. He's been flipping the field. Like, that's like kind of a little undertold story for me. Is like, man, his ability to flip the field has been pretty impressive. So just
He'll get better and better. He's definitely got the leg talent.
putting that on your radar. Here's an interesting one too. San Diego sacked us 2 times for 14 yards. And we sacked San Diego 2 times for 14 yards. They sacked us once for 6. I would assume we would have got to Dom Cahill. Dom, is that his name? Dom. I can't remember. What's his last name? Anyways, Ankle. That's what it was. I can't read my own handwriting. This is every year we go through this. Field goals.
He panicked through a lot in that game.
Yeah.
Like, there weren't a bunch of sacks, but there was a lot of panic throws that ended up in the dirt.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Let's see. San Diego, 0 field goals. We were 2 for 2. Let's go down through some individual stats. Lamson was 23 for 26. That's just shy of 90% right there, boys. He had 3 touchdowns. He did have an interception, passed for 293 yards, and he had 6 carries for 37 yards with another touchdown. Ran with some violence too. His entrance into the end zone was pretty impressive on camera.
Looks painful.
Yeah. Patrick Duchesne, he was 4 for 5 for 28. So he got in. He had some zip on the ball. I don't think I've ever seen him throw. So that was pretty cool. Julius Davis, 8 touches for 83 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 catches for 26. Adam Jones, 13 for 48. You got the wah button right there, Thorny? Can you give it to me?
If you want.
Yeah.
Let the records show that this was requested by Ryan Foley.
Mm-hmm. Taco Dowler had himself a day. I think this was his biggest day. 8 catches for 116 yards, 2 touchdowns, long of 45. I'd have to go back. What did he have at Oregon? Was it 139?
Yeah, it was something like that. Hey, go back. Didn't Adam Jones have a touchdown?
A receiving touchdown.
Yeah, he caught a touchdown.
Yeah. He did catch a touchdown. I didn't put that in my notes.
2 receptions, 26 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah. Sorry, Adam. Still think he's kind of in a slump right now. Dean Steele, 5 catches for 44 yards. But that guy's Johnny on the spot, man.
Yeah.
Like, when we need a big play, it seems like, Taco's the big play kind of guy, but Dean Steele's been like,
he's getting himself
really
open.
Fun. Yeah, he's a good surprise. Like, holy cow.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I was expecting nothing of Dane Steele this year. Like, didn't think he was going to see the field. This shows you how hard he's worked.
Well, it was aided by Chris Long's injury, right?
Sure,
so that's what Coach Vegan was talking about today.
Still a lot of guys that could be ahead of him.
Yeah. Ryan King was 3 catches for 44 yards. Hunter Provience had 3 for 30. Moving over to defensive side, I'm going to give shout out to Zach Black. 3 total, half tackle for a loss. Jace McMillan was 3 total, 1 tackle for a loss. Guys, there wasn't like a ton of stats as far as defensive, like that made your eyes go, whoa. Like, there wasn't anybody that had 10 tackles. Caden Dowler had 1 sack for 6 yards. Seth Johnson
kept forcing 3 and outs.
Yeah.
I know, right? Seth Johnson.
They could do literally nothing.
It was pretty much domination. The very first play of the game, they completed that pass. That was like for 13 yards, and it was just like all downhill after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just last couple ones. Seth Johnson was 2. He had 2 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, and then moving over to the Toreros, Dom Nankiel was 13 for 24 for 124, 1 touchdown. Those are your stats.
Julius Davis is back, boys.
We need him to
I
be
think
back.
he looks the same as he did 2 years ago. He's like pre-injury Julius Juice Davis. Keep giving that guy the rock.
We need 2023 Julius Davis back.
Mm-hmm. I think he's right there.
It's a good one.
So he runs with so much violence.
But it also patience, though. That's what's separating him apart from Adam Jones right now, is he's being more patient and picking his holes, and he has better vision. I feel Adam Jones is crashing into the line and missing some lanes, but there's also not. It feels like he doesn't have where to go, but it's the same stuff they're calling for Davis, so something's One guy's getting it done, one guy's not at the moment, and I don't know what it is exactly, but I feel like you have to put it at the feet of the running backs at this juncture.
I got one more stat for you guys off the field. 21,900 for San Diego. Great job, Bobcat Nation.
That's right.
I mean,
Woo!
that's
Nice.
big time. When doing it for Gold
What's our
Rush,
official
doing it for big
capacity
games. We set the record with the South Dakota State game, but it's right above 22,000. This was a more affordable game. Ticket prices were way more affordable, but if you're a fan where that's a budget, conscious item, these are the games you go to and you get tickets for.
Yeah, I was just wondering what the actual, because the capacity was like 17,777 or something like that.
Yeah, it's with the new end zone, it's just over I think 18,000 now.
Yeah. So still technically like 120% capacity.
So speaking of which, there's been rumblings on Bobcat Nation about the renovation. Would you guys be in favor of pushing it towards 30,000? Because I would be in favor of keeping it closer to that lower 20, 25. Because I'm with Thorny, and Thorny's talked about this a lot over the pod over the years. Smaller venue with a packed house always feels better.
I think you're pricing people out right now, though. There's a huge sum of the fans that want to go to the games that can't go to the games just because of ticket allotment.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's why it's such an in-demand hot item, though. So it's kind of you lose that if there's too much supply.
Well, the state's only grown.
I don't know. 30,000 seems like a big jump.
Yeah.
I think 28 would be perfect.
I could say 28.
28 is perfect to me. That's the number I've kind of landed on.
I mean, you can't. Bozeman's pricing people out of everything left and right. You at least got to let the people be able to go to a Bobcat football game for like $30.
Yeah. Or if you're driving
it's insane
from Billings,
how much
are you
standing room only tickets are.
$50 tickets or $250 tickets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of where I land. I can't tell you the amount of students, because student tickets sold out in like 90 seconds for Gold Rush. And I know it's Gold Rush, but the amount of people I talked to.
How many student tickets there are?
Not a lot. It's like
3,000. I mean,
that's
so you easily double that as part of your increase to 28,000. Like make 6,000 student tickets. That would sell out.
There's a ton
anyway.
of students. There was a ton of there's a ton of other people I just talked to around town, whether I worked with them or were like, yeah, I just couldn't get a ticket, or I'd love to go, but it's just way too expensive. So you need it.
It needs to be increased.
Yeah.
I'm for slow and controlled growth, but 28 sounds pretty good, though. I think that would be a good number to hit.
27,777.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's correct. Mm-hmm. Boom.
Zach, how many people do you think go just to tailgate?
Ooh.
That are not going to the game.
That are not going into the game.
With no intention of going in the game, or do they have a ticket?
No intention.
No intention of going into the game. If you told me for the Gold Rush game, I'd say about 3,000 people. Just lingering in the parking lots, hanging out. If you told me last week, 500 to 1,000 probably.
Oh, that's not much.
I mean, again, it is San Diego. You still putting 22,000 in for San Diego was, and to be honest, I don't know what it looked like in TV, but in person, it still felt like there was a really decent crowd there, even late into the fourth.
It looked good, as it normally does. It did look good. Sprinkled in with the pink. The thing that made it continue to look somewhat not okay was the new section, actually. The bleachers on top of the cabanas over there. I call them cabanas. Nobody else calls them cabanas. In the north end zone, they were semi-full. I would say they were half full. And then I think it's the northwest part of the end zone right there that's just completely wide open at the TV catches. And Thorny and I have talked about that for many of years. It's not a good look for the stadium because most of the stadium is packed. So
I mean, I hope
Just-
I think Thorny alluded to it earlier in our text room. I hope we hear news in the next couple months about Stadium. I know there's been
That's
some
the rumblings.
murmurs on Bobcat Nation and
Murmurs.
stuff, and
Murmur.
it just feels like that's the next thing, right?
Well, the rumors are coming from credible people on Bobcat Nation as well. As far as just like things are coming soon, at least the announcement is coming soon. So we'll look for that.
Yep. Hopefully
All right.
before the season's over.
Let's talk about the game recap then.
Okay. Defense. Gold Star. Bobcat. Golden Coolie. I don't know. They deserve everything in this
The
game.
Thorn Dogs of the week.
The Thorn Dog of the Week. Yeah, who's the Thorn Dog of the Week?
I like it. If you have to do that, Thorny, you got to give a Thorn Dog of the week.
Well, then in Taco. Taco gets my Thorn
The
Dog.
Taco
from
Dog
Valor.
of the week.
Taco Dog. Which is delicious. Who are we kidding?
Thorn Dog
Oh, man.
Tuesday on a Saturday.
Thorn Dog Thursday on a Wednesday. Let's just do whatever we want.
There's no rules.
There's no rules. Gosh,
Reuben Dogs.
that's going to be a thing. It's going to be big.
You know, buy or sell, you spent at least 10 minutes of the past week thinking about Thorn Dog recipes.
100% buy.
100% buy, yeah. 10
Yeah,
minutes
I buy it
per
too.
day.
I've been thinking about names.
They're gonna
Like,
need
are you going
names.
to go like player names? Like, is there going to be a theme?
It's going to make no sense when I'm selling hot dogs in Washington with Bobcat named stuff on it. No one's going to understand that. It's not a viable business plan.
Well, then
Sorry, I
don't
can't.
sell
Hey,
your
there's a-
additional ones.
There's a Tennessee Volunteers bar in Tokyo, Japan. I mean, you can come up with whatever you want.
It's fair. People will be confused. They'll still order it.
Yeah.
You
I
could
get
come up with a Bobcat
Tommy
theme.
Malay,
Like,
Merlot dog?
Is there wine in this? Is there wine in this hot dog?
it was cooked in Merlot. Boiled in Merlot.
Tommy Malay dog has Merlot on it.
Yeah, just hot dog water. It's actually just wine. Just
Why do you
simmer.
have two types of chili on the chili dog?
We mix our chilies here. Oh, that's Justin Lamson's like Justin Lamson two chili.
Justin two chili.
Two chili Lamson. If you know the podcast, you don't know what we're talking about. It was a couple years ago that we're talking about the Tommy Malott, Sean Chambers dichotomy. And then what did you say? Something like your wife's chili or your mom's chili? Which one are you picking? I'm like, well, I'm going to mix the chili so I make everybody happy. It became this whole running joke. But it was mixing the chilies. That's what it was when you mixed when Tommy Malott and Sean Chambers were both doing their thing. And then I was thinking like Justin Lamson's kind of like a combination of Tommy Malott and Sean Chambers. I
Would you
called
call
him
him Tommy
Justin
Chambers?
Malott. Yeah, Tommy Chambers. Yeah, that's what I said, Tommy Chambers. And
Tommy
he said,
Chambers
no.
dog.
So, Ryan, so somehow this got brought up in my 6th grade accelerated math class. Not that I have a podcast, but this chili thing. And I said, we were discussing it. I was like, okay, imagine you're married like me. And you're going to.
You're talking to 6th graders about
Okay, so
marriage.
yes, 12-year-old kids are looking at me. This is a conversation I had. I said, okay, you imagine going to some like banquet, and your wife has this great chili recipe, and unbeknownst to her, my mom shows up with a long-standing chili recipe in the family. So I posed a question to them. They're like, okay, kids, what do you do? Whose chili do you eat first? And it was a mixed bag. And some girls got heated. They're like, but one girl said, she goes, you eat your wife's chili first. Your wife chooses to love you. Your mom must love you.
Jeez, that's some forward heavy thinking for a
Then I said,
kid.
okay. And I kind of agree with that. And I said, But my friend told me he would mix the chilies. And you should have seen the looks on their faces. They're like, what?
Just blew these kids' minds.
That's what this whole world needs right now,
They-
fellas.
they looked at it like,
Mixing
no.
chilies.
We're not going to mix the chilies.
Can't we all just mix our chilies together and be friends? It would taste good, and you know it.
There's some good instruction going on over here in Spokane.
Spokane Teacher of the Year.
Cheers.
Oh, man.
Oh, boys.
I can't even remember why it was brought up, but it was a good moment.
You asked me that question. I don't know why you asked that question. Why'd you come up with that question? I mean, it was
wish you
something to
guys
do
took
with.
video of that pod because I wanted to see Foley's face when you said mixed chilies.
It was like the debate on whether you should like be beholden to Chambers or Malott, because Chambers. So this was
Tommy's the wife and Chambers is the mom.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Tommy
I thought
was
Chambers
no
was the
Tommy's mom's chili.
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tommy, because he was the mainstay. He was already there.
And then
Because you and I were high on high on Chambers at one
Yes,
point.
It was after
okay,
the
so
Weber
this-
game when Chambers won 40-0.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. I
He's
was like,
shredded.
we need to ride this guy.
I need to eat this chili.
You know, something I want to talk about this game though, and I think this kind of plays into it.
Oh, the San Diego game that we're
Yeah.
just completely ignoring.
It's good content. Dude, like we gotta swallow the pill that our offense is just different now. Like people are still analyzing this offense through the lens of run the damn ball. I think we hit over 200 yards this week. I think you're going to see a lot of that this year, because I think just kind of based on what Sturbick's putting out there, we're going to throw the ball more. Lamson is a better all-around quarterback in quarterback terms.
He's a better passing quarterback.
Yeah. So he's going to pass
sure.
the ball as well. So I think you just going forward, like, I know people are like really lamenting, like not running for 400 on Mercyhurst or San Diego. Guys, I don't think we're going back to running for 400 yards a game. I just don't think that's going to happen with this offense.
But
We get so accustomed to it, but at the end, yeah. What do you say?
he said in the post-game presser, he goes, "They stacked the box on us, and we're gonna take what the defense is giving us, and if they want to put 8 men in the box, we're gonna throw on you, and we feel comfortable doing that."
That's such a change.
Yeah.
Instead of put as many men, like we're going to do the same thing and just try and stop us, which is a good mentality in some ways. I mean, that's kind of what North Dakota State does in a way, but they're more dynamic than we were in previous years. The thing with the run the damn ball, and we got so accustomed to it, we loved it, and it's so fun when it's working. It never got us a national championship. We were always having a discussion. If we only were a little bit more dynamic throwing the ball to take a little bit of the heat off the running game, then we'd just be that much better. That was always the discussion.
Yeah. Now we have it.
Yeah, and it's going to look different. I'm not saying it's better, and it remains to be seen. I'm not saying like we're automatically national championship offense or anything. I'm just saying like what we had only went so far, and I think we kind of proved that pretty hard. We invested very heavily into that offense, and when it was humming, but at the end of the day, it still didn't win a national championship. It still couldn't beat the Dakota States. So
I
don't
hope
know.
it looks better by the end of the year. I think the offense
It does need to be better.
drastically improve throughout the year.
Yeah. No, it's crazy looking at a 26 out of 23 out of 26 game. Like, oh, he missed the 3 things that he missed, or he completed a pass where another wide receiver was wide open, but he still completed a pass. So it's not like he threw an I don't know. It's crazy to analyze Lamson after a game like this with any sort of critique, but he can be better. He can.
So I contend that this offense is going to be more potent than run the damn ball offense, because we have options now. And
It may not
Lamson's,
score as much.
may
May not be as explosive.
to be determined.
But
Like,
maybe
I think when
When Chris Long comes back.
yeah. So one of the gripes I had with this offense last week was we just didn't have a lot of separation. Without Chris Long, there's not a lot of separation, and so chunk plays coming downfield. Maybe not as much as we will see. Who's to say? But here's what I know: Justin Lamson is a freaking gamer, man, and he has a laser for an arm.
Yeah, he's got the Sean Chambers arm for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That pass he had to Taco, where he put Taco on a seam route across the field and just put it right in the basket. It was one of the best plays I've ever seen. I think I texted the girl. I was like, that is one of the prettiest balls, perfectly executed that I've seen.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Dropped it in a bucket.
That's an NFL throw.
Literally. It was a beautiful throw. And then his scramble before half to get that touchdown was pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
Who did he hit on the sideline from like the left hash? He threw it all the way across the field to like Ryan King or something for like a 15-yard gain. I think it was maybe on that drive right before halftime. You know how far of a throw that is?
Yeah.
That's like 40 yards in the air. And he just like lasers it over there.
I think we're all believers.
He has a strong arm.
We're all believers in what he can be.
I'm a believer in his mentality more than anything. The guy's a tough gamer. He wants to win. I think he's the kind of transfer you want. The guy that's like, I just want to play. Put me on the field. I want to be on a winning program. I'm sick of the career I've had so far. He's out there diving for first downs, throwing his whole body at the goal line, just getting up, shaking it off. Man, like he's a tough dude, and I think he's earning a lot of respect on that alone. Because that's what Montana State football fans love. Is they love toughness. They love that kind of stuff. It's just the Montana mentality that a lot of us have growing up in Montana, and he's exemplifying that quite well right now.
I thought this over the weekend, and then serendipitously, our friend Vim sent me a private message with the same thought. And I'm going to ask you fellas straight up: is Justin Lamson like our Dalton Sneed?
I mean, he could be
A little bit.
Yeah,
I think a little bit. I think he's got some of those same kind of intangibles.
He's got that moxie, right? It just feels like he's a
77 interceptions, but
yeah.
The only knock on Sneed is he was
if I would have took a drink of my beer at that moment, it would have came out my nose.
I liked Dalton Sneed a lot. Like I thought he was a gamer.
Yeah,
I thought
a lot of
he was
respect.
a hell of a game. Yeah, a lot of respect for Dalton Sneed.
A lot of respect.
But he did throw a few interceptions, and Lampson's interception was not a good one. It was not a good one. And he did have a second one that was legitimate pass interference. I don't think he was bailed out. He threw a bad ball, but the defender crashed into Taco, though. So
he threw. If he puts that 5 yards further, ball. Taco has that.
Yeah, he's missed a couple deep balls, and it's not lack of arm strength. Obviously, he's just not quite putting enough distance on him.
Yeah.
And that might be just
that's something that
he missed spring ball, and he was only here in the fall, and he's still trying to get continuity.
That's a chemistry thing. You don't know how fast your guys are. You have to like recognize which guys out there and kind of how fast they are. These are all timing things. I think it will get better.
Yeah,
was that our?
He's
game
a bright
recap?
spot.
What's that?
Was that our game recap?
That's
Did we do our read?
Well, I was wondering if it was for the game recap
game
or the
preview.
game preview.
Game preview.
Oh, game preview. Okay.
We haven't done it.
Which one?
We haven't done anything yet. We're good. We're good.
Right.
Don't worry.
Hey, can we talk about Adam Jones real quick? What's going on with him?
Well, I mean, I already kind of riffed on it too. I just don't think he's got the patience or something. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But it's not working on the run game.
I hope
get the bulk of the carries and half the yards.
I hope he gets the priority against Mercyhurst. I could see that's one we maybe take Julius and rest him a little bit because he has had injury prone stuff in the past. And you put Adam out there and you just see if he can just bruise back into normal Adam.
Or are we just seeing Adam Jones without Scotty Humphrey?
Mm-hmm.
Thorny, I think we talked
and without
about
Tommy Millott.
Yeah. Last year, the work upon for him, and of course, it's coming from two fans. We're not actual football coaches, but his inability to see the cutback has been something that's hampered him.
Yeah, he's
he
not.
gains that, I think he can be even more explosive.
He's not much of a cutback runner.
Nope.
Do you
And
think he's
that's
too
okay.
bulky? Like he needs to
Yes.
slim down a little.
I'm glad you said that because I was thinking that over the weekend. I was like, he needs to lose
He's not the bruiser, but
15 pounds. I think just to, I don't know, right? Because
6'1", 185. That's
no, he's not 185.
he would be if he lost
there's no
15
way.
pounds.
There's no way he's 185.
If he lost 15 pounds,
Okay.
like you just said,
Well,
God.
so it's tough to balance, right? Because he is what? How tall is he? 6'1"?
Yes, he's 6'1", 200.
Okay, so thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, you're welcome.
With the amount of carries he has, he almost like necessitates that weight just to stay healthy.
Yeah.
But I do think you're onto something, Zach. I think there's kind of a balance there for him.
Yeah.
Who was the guy that we had? We had a runner right around Evan Groves' time. Like the guy right after Evan Groves that was a good running back, and he bulked up one season, and he was like a very slower version of himself and not as effective. I can't remember his name. It's like we had like right around the beginning of the Rybash area. But the point is this: you can lose some of that speed, and that does have an effect. I don't know, but he's not. Is he any heavier than he was last year? I think he's right on the same last year.
He looks bigger this year to me.
Yeah. I think so too.
Jared White looked different. Like
Dude,
his
that one
speed,
run
his-
Jared White had, just putting dudes down. Ooh.
I
That
forgot
got
how
me.
much when he first started here, he's like, well, there's a Fonzie 2.0.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he runs exactly like a Fonzie. And he just kind of got lost in the wash a little bit, but you see why. He was such
How though?
a highly
Like,
recruited.
even Coach Gregorak was like, "Yep, he would be a starter in so many programs right now."
He would.
But he's fourth on the depth chart behind Colson Kuhn.
And he came back from the portal too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he could have gone somewhere, I'm sure. Or maybe he didn't have any offers in the portal. I don't know. But
He was the dude that 1 year before Davis came. He got the shine. He drank the drink. It was there. It intoxicated him. And now I feel for him. It was the same way I felt for Elijah Elliott.
yeah, I was going to say this is like another Elijah Elliott kind of situation here.
Mm-hmm.
That
Guy
2022
who can be
season
effective
was so
and has
fun.
been effective.
That season was so fun.
2023?
2022.
Oh, okay.
That was like the arrival season. Like we had just been to the Natty and then we just rolled a bunch of teams too.
Yeah. Everybody thought we were going to get worse on our offensive line, but we got better.
Like
Taylor Housewright and who's our offensive coordinator last year? Taylor
Tyler
Housewright
Walker?
and then Tyler Walker. I couldn't think of his name there for a moment. Very similar play callers. Sturbick's different.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
Yeah. Big time.
I think Vegan has a lot more trust in Sturbick than he did with Walker or Housewright.
What makes you say that?
I like to allow somebody to come in and change the program as much as he had. I mean, Sturbick was an established play caller who was a head coach at a really dang good D2 program. And he's coming in, and I think, when he took the job, there was some understanding that he was going to, get the reins of the offense and run what he thinks is best. And I think Vegan has been quite hands-off with the offense, to be honest.
It is weird seeing that the last couple games we've started with 3 passes each game.
Yeah, that's something. If that was a buy or sell before the season, I would have gotten that one wrong.
Yeah. But I do like seeing the passes over the middle, the concepts we are running. It seems like we can gain yards when we need yards. Our inside zone has been a little bit lackluster. And I don't know how much that is just because of the reshuffling of the offensive line. We are really young on the left side with Evercar and I'm blinking on Zimmer playing left tackle right there. I just feel like this offensive line is going to gain a lot of momentum throughout this middle part of the season. And I like where we're heading, guys. Like if that offensive line can gain the momentum we think they can, hit the potential that coach thinks they can, as he said in the presser. I don't know, man. I really like our offense. I like the balance between the pass and the run. This feels different in a way that, like, if the run is not there, like Thorny was saying, like, we just pigeonholed ourselves into that for so many years. And then in obvious passing situations, we relied on like 2 or 3 concepts. And I just think we're more hard to defend now. I think that's a good thing.
I agree.
I agree as well.
Well, there you go. All right.
All right.
Thorny, let's get into the game preview.
Anything else on
Mercyhurst.
USD we want to wrap up?
Let's do it.
Guess not. Okay. Well, the game preview is brought to you by Madison River Brewing. Crack open Montana with Madison River Brewing. Inspired by the rivers we fish and the places we love, our beers are brewed for adventure, for friends, and for stories worth telling. Find Madison River Brewing wherever great beer is sold, or come straight to the source in our tap room on Furnace Road in Belgrade. Madison River Brewery, the Montana beer. Fellas, we're playing Mercyhurst. The Mercyhurst Lakers. Not our first time.
Round
I don't
2.
know where they're from.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Erie, Pennsylvania. Okay. They gave Sac State a game for 3 quarters. They lost to Youngstown State 24-15. And then they beat NH New Haven 48-14. I had to click on it because that's all ESPN said was NH. I'm like, what the heck is NH?
Do you want a fun
The New
stat?
Haven Chargers,
I got a fun one for you.
who just beat Albany.
In their 12 games last year, there was more fans for their game against MSU than there were at their 11 other games combined.
That's not surprising.
They're in their second season.
Ever?
That in itself is interesting.
In Division 1.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay, Division 1. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about these guys. I don't know anything. I didn't watch any film. I don't know nothing about them.
I don't know.
They appear to be comfortable through the air, high attempt numbers, capable receivers. If that consistently holds, it gives them some more versatility.
That's not going to work against us, though.
So they have 19 rushing first downs and 48 passing first downs. So clearly a pass first team. Converting 47% of their downs. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect out of these guys. Their quarterback is Adam Urena, 938 yards through the air so far. He's a senior from Chino Hills, California. 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 143 rating. He threw for 2,700 yards last year, 30 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, but he's already thrown 4 interceptions this year with 6 touchdowns. He threw 2 against Youngstown and 2 against Sac State. So the 2 Division I teams he's played, he's thrown 2 interceptions apiece on them. Have we had interception yet?
Yeah. We threw one last week.
No, have we taken one away?
Gained. Have we
have not
intercepted a
gained
pass
an
yet?
interception
Oh,
this
no.
season.
No. We have not.
Are we gonna have one of those weird seasons where we don't intercept the ball all year long? Because I feel like that happens at Montana State. We either like lead the league in interceptions, or we have like 2 for an entire year. It's like all we do. There's no middle ground.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
these
love the way our
guys-
secondary is playing, but they haven't come close to picking anything off.
I'm surprised.
Do we
just
get an
the
interception?
thematic-
Buy or sell? Interception on Saturday.
Yeah, give me a buy.
See, I'm going to sell. I think these games are these non-conference games. I always feel like the quarterbacks, their game plan is just get the ball out.
Yeah.
Which makes it hard to intercept.
Yeah.
They're not going
No.
through reads. They're not like Jack Lane back there for Idaho, like trying to pick 4 different receivers. Just hucking bombs. These guys are going for like 5-yard outs.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm about to be plastered on the turf.
They
and
know they're going
ball's
to have a
coming
handful.
out.
They know they're going to have a handful with the Bobcat defensive line and the defense. So you're right.
I'm going to get one potato to
two-step
get the ball
drops.
out. Yes, I said potato.
One potato, 2 potato sack.
And Caden Daller's down my throat.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be close.
No.
Mercyhurst, I watched some of that game against Sac State, and that both teams look pretty.
I don't think Sac's a very good football
Bad.
team.
Okay, I did watch the quarterback. So he throws a weird ball.
Cordy Vegan, he was the same quarterback that we faced last year.
If I remember, that kid
What
was
did he do?
small. He was like undersized.
Yeah, it's 5'9".
Yeah. I remember being on the field
throws a
and
moon ball.
watching him, and he was really undersized against the O-line and D-lines. Then they had
Yeah, he
one
throws like a
really
moon ball.
tall receiver that actually could that made some plays. Made some good third down catches for them, I remember last year.
Last year, he was 28 of 44 for 213 yards and a touchdown. No
Did he have a
interceptions.
pick? Ah, darn.
So not even last year we couldn't even pick him off.
So we won 52-13 last year. Do you think it can be similar this year?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I don't know if we'll reach 50. I just don't think we're going to be quite as high scoring as last year.
You know, the thing I'm looking forward for the Cats is to continue some of the offensive rhythm. And Coach talks about this a lot. He talks about the middle 8. So the last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half, we were some consistency in there. And that's the first time I saw the offensive have some rhythm this year. And I kind of think with this young O-line, at least for the O-line in its iteration right now, some rhythm is good for them. And yeah, I doubt we won't see that against Mercyhurst. We'll be on rhythm for sure.
It's game 4. You should start, clicking into shape.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, this
What's
is our
going to
last.
happen when Mastel comes back? Are we going to kick Titan back out to right tackle and move JT over to the guard?
I would assume so.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Does the
think
left
that
side change then at any point? Or are we just still with Zimmer and Carr over there?
And I think it also has to do with how these guys play in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
So
Still sometimes it kind of mess around with it a little bit.
time to figure it out. I mean, I'm not really
We
afraid
got
of
Eastern coming up.
Yeah, I'm not really
Yeah.
afraid of Eastern though.
No, but they're going to be a step up from USD and Mercyhurst.
Are
That's a
they?
good point.
Well,
Yeah.
theoretically, they're a fully funded Division I scholarship team anyway.
And we're not playing in Cheney.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was a fun
I'm not
game
worried about-
2 years ago when they came to Bozeman at the end of the year. We just whooped them.
Oh, man.
They finally fell from grace. It took a long time.
Gosh,
It took 20 plus years before Eastern finally was not.
It's the portal,
Really
man.
good.
That's what killed him. It's the portal.
if you know in the stadium where the visitors' locker room is, there's a little section that's kind of roped off where they have an extra porta john and they have some stuff. And I was walking through the end zone at halftime. I was walking through that back tunnel where the coaches were all gathered right outside the locker room. And none of them were saying a word at halftime. I think it was 35-0 at that point. And all the Eastern coaches were just sitting there with blank stares on their faces. What do we do? It was really funny. It was kind of jaw dropping. I looked by them these guys have no idea what to do.
There's blood in the water for Eastern.
Yeah.
There always has been.
Let's go out there and play some football, boys.
This is before your time, Zach. There's blood in the water with Eastern. I'll never feel bad for whooping their butts.
No.
Never.
The amount of one score games we lost to them by in the 2010s.
Oh, man. All right. So we're playing the Lakers. We're going to crush them.
Yep.
Sink
Go
'em.
Cats. All right.
I think it'll be over quickly again.
All right, guys. Let's play a little bit of Name That Cat.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Name That Cat, brought to you by Ryan Foley. Could be brought to you if you reach out to us.
My Thorn Dogs.
We could set this up as a ad promo. Just putting it out there, boys. Give us a call. All right. Name That Cat. Thorny is leading Zach 3-2. All right. Here we go, boys. Let's pull it up. This gentleman. Oops. All right, here we go. 2025, he was a preseason All-American and All-Big Sky. He was elected team captain, joining Jordan Craney as the two Bobcat captains from Pocatello, Idaho. That's all I'm going to give you. Again, 2025 preseason All-American, All-Big Sky, elected team captain, joining Jordan Craney as the two Bobcat captains from Pocatello, Idaho. Is this JT Reed, Burke Mastel, Titan Fleischman, Dylan Rollins?
Let's go.
Yeah. He maintains his lead.
Woo! Titan Fleischman it is, fellas.
I thought you weren't going to give us the names.
Oh, no, I got to give you the names.
You did, but you said that was all I was going to give you. So I was like, crap.
I was going to give you. I didn't want to. So the 2024 thing says he started all 16 games at right tackle. So I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good giveaway right there.
I knew Fleischman was from Idaho. Is Reed from California?
Yeah.
And Mastel and Rollins are both Montana kids.
Yeah. And well, Mastel's not a captain. So that was the thing. So JT Reed and Titan Fleischman are the captains voted in 2025. So, and we also already had JT Reed on Name That Cat. So there you go.
Oh, are there no double ups?
No. Yeah, probably good.
There's only 22 starters.
Yeah, you might do it on accident. What you're saying?
Yeah, there you go. All right, good job, fellas. Both of you earned some points. So Thorny's leading 4-3. Good job.
Holding in there.
All right, Zach, let's go with the Levere's locks.
All right. This week's locks are brought to you by the FCS Sportsbook through FCS Reddit. So that posted their actual lines. So these are going to be early week lines. Some fun ones. And it is the last week of conference. So last week we have a full slate. Starting right off the bat, Cal Poly at Stephen F. Austin, who are favored over the Mustangs -4.5. Thorny, to you.
I'll take the Lumberjacks.
All right, Foley.
I'm going to take the Mustangs.
I, too. Man, I was kind of hoping you'd take Stephen F. Austin because I am riding with the ponies this year. All right, Central Arkansas travels to Sac State.
Fools.
Sac State is -18.5 point favorites. I don't know if I have a lot of trust in Sac, but I don't know if Central Arkansas is
against who? Sorry,
what's that?
Who are they playing?
Central Arkansas.
Central Arkansas.
I'll take -18.5.
Yeah, that's a big line. I'll still take Sac. I'll take Sac on that one.
I'm going to take Central Arkansas. I'm out on Sac.
I think I'm gonna take Sac, but just barely. Butler travels to Weber. Weber are 12-point favorites.
Oh God, I don't know anything about this at all. Weaver did beat McNeese State somehow,
By 1 point.
42-41 or something crazy. I didn't look at the stats or anything. I just saw that score. I'm like, although McNeese has been
They tipped the pass on a
atrocious.
2-point conversion, so Butler was going for the win.
Man, McNeese State is really plummeted too.
Yeah. Mighty
We
have
don't
fallen.
have Clifton McDowell anymore.
I guess I'll go Weber State on this one, but ugh,
Yeah, this one's yucky.
it's icky. Don't like
I
it.
don't know anything about Butler.
No. That's why this is frustrating for early season, but as we get to conference, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Butler's 2-1, Weber's 1-2. The line is Weber what?
Minus 12 I have right now.
I'm taking Butler. Go
Butler.
Bulldogs.
Okay. This is a little bit of a surprise to me. If you get this, be curious. Idaho minus 5.5 traveling to San Jose State.
Wait,
so
what?
Idaho is favored?
Yeah,
Idaho
Idaho's
is
favored
favored is what I'm looking at.
against San Jose State.
San Jose State.
So the Spartans are 0-2. They lost to Texas last week, 38-7, and they lost to Central Michigan, 16-14. Oh, I'm taking the. What are they?
The
Spartans?
the
I'm going to take
Spartans.
the Spartans on this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said a
too am
Spartan
taking
race. Go
Spartans.
Spartans.
Idaho hasn't looked great to me. They've played two home games where they've won,
don't think
but they
they've looked that
haven't
good.
looked okay. Their defense looks okay, but their offense looks a little shaky to me.
All right. Meaning Zach's Idaho State Bengals, host Lincoln of California, everybody's favorite. And they are,
yeah, the big sky whipping bag.
get this, Idaho State minus 58.5 points.
What?
No.
I can't say yes to that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I believe
give me the
Portland State
Lincoln.
beat these guys 89-0. So,
Oh.
you want the Lincoln? You know what? I am taking my Idaho State Bengals on a whip down for this one.
That's
To
absurd.
cover 58.5. Oh
Lincoln,
my gosh.
I actually made decent money last year. Side note on, I took Mercyhurst plus 49.5 points, and that Jared White fumble at the end of the game where he fumbled and Mercyhurst scooped and scored in garbage time saved my bacon on that bet. But I was like, vegans.
The Oaklanders is what Lincoln is called. They lost to.
Yes, I'm taking it back. Give me Idaho State. I looked at their scores this year. Holy God!
Arkansas Pine Bluff 34-8.
They lost to Texas A&M K&G.
Kingsville.
I assume that's a D2 program. But they lost 60-12. They lost to Lincoln, Missouri. Lincoln versus Lincoln. Lincoln on Lincoln crime. They lost 55-6. So they've scored a total of 26 points through 3 games.
Minus 58.5.
They've given up like 150 points. Yeah, I'll take Idaho State on that one. My goodness.
They're only playing 10 games. That's weird.
Well, they're not a real program.
And every single one of them is an away game.
Oh, wow.
Because they don't even probably have a home stadium. They're like that fake high school that was on the news a few years ago.
Bishop something.
Yeah, Bishop Sycamore.
Bishop Sycamore. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the Bengals to cover.
Yeah, jumping on the bandwagon.
Who are these teams they're playing?
All right. Indiana State travels to the false mecca of FCS football, and the Grizz are favored minus 20.5.
Oh.
I'm going to take the Grizz.
I think I am too.
I got a sneaky feeling they're going to start getting on a roll.
I got to tell you, screw the Fighting Hawks.
I'm taking Indiana State.
Man.
I'll take Indiana State.
All right, screw the Fighting Hawks. Like, they had that game. All right, everybody's favorite Northern Colorado goes to Houston Christian. Houston Christian are 1-point favorites. I am taking the Bears.
Let's go Bears. Baton Bears.
I'll take the Bears.
Western Illinois goes to Ewu. Eagles are 8-point favorites. I know nothing
I don't
about
have any
these
read
games.
on Western Illinois because they played 2 FBS teams and then Valparaiso, wherever the
Eastern's going to get off the schneid. Let's go.
Ewu, gotcha.
They'll let their next one know what hit them.
get off the schneid. What does that mean?
They're on 3, bro.
But what does schneid mean? Like the actual phrase? What are you saying? Is that a phrase that I'm supposed to know?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a common phrase in
That's what happens when you hang out with 6th graders all day.
You mix the chilies? What? Who does that?
Yeah.
Thorny.
I think Eastern's going to skibbity their way to a victory here.
Skibbity. All right.
Yeah.
Southern Utah at Davis is a pick'em.
What do we think of Southern Utah?
What do we think of Davis?
Exactly. That's a good question.
This game's going to be like 70-70 by my account.
Yeah.
It's a pick 'em.
Yes.
Wow.
I'll take Davis.
I have Davis as
Yeah,
well.
I'm going to go straight up Davis. I know on our text thread last night I was going to say spicy take Southern Utah over Davis, but when your dad said, yeah, let's take Davis straight up, I was like, yeah, I think so. I take that back.
Yes, sir.
I might have had a beer. Yes, sir. I made that.
The bird is the word. Incarnate Word travels to NAU. NAU is minus 12.5-point favorites, and have the mighty have fallen because Incarnate Word was like a top 5 team to start the year, but they are not. So Lumberjacks favored 12.5.
I'll take NAU.
I'm taking Incarnate Word.
I think
The
I'm
Fighting
going...
Penningtons.
And I think I'm doing it just to spite Zach because Zach was saying last week, I am terrified of Northern Arizona. I was like, why are you terrified of the Lumberjacks?
I'm taking Incarnate Word too, but again, they have 12 points to cover. So, I mean, you still lose by 10. But, all right, our game, Mercyhurst at Montana State, currently looking at a 25.5-point line. Mercyhurst has looked better this year.
Cats.
I am too, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cats. 25.5 points.
That's what I'm currently
In the first half.
San Diego was what, 30 and a hook?
I think it was 30 and a hook. Hang on, let me see if I can roll back here and look in my notes. 28.5.
Yeah.
So.
And we did it.
Put the money on Montana State. There you go. Levere's locks.
All right,
Good
boys.
teams win. Great teams cover.
Well, I like that
Yes, they
segment. That's good stuff, man. Good job.
It gets easier because we're only going to have to pick, 6 games in the next coming weeks?
Yeah.
And we'll know the teams. So these early season games, especially when you're playing effing Lincoln of California.
Should be illegal.
Speaking of fake teams, my favorite fake team out there is the University of North America, which is out of Houston, Texas. Their campus is in a former Holiday Inn by the Houston airport, and they get their butts whooped too. I think Portland State beat them 91-0. They came out and played Portland State a couple years. Do yourself a favor and go to Twitter. It is the funniest. It's a fake. They rent a high school's practice facility to play their home games.
And I assume that the people are just 32-year-old random weird people.
Who signs on to play football at that school?
Literally, their campus is an old Holiday Inn. It's the funniest thing ever. North American University, I believe it is.
North American University Stallions. They have an ESPN page. They don't have a schedule this year.
Oh, really? Did they shut down finally? Hang on, I'm going to their actual one to see what they've done this year. This is a total side tangent, but this is one of my favorite late night things to look up is how North American University is doing. It's terrible.
It must be done. It looks like they're done.
I think they are done. Oh, finally. They made it 4 years.
It's a
Those guys
run.
made
It's a
I wonder,
run.
I wonder if any single player was the same player that entire time. Did someone survive all 4 years?
He's like just in depression now.
Here it is.
Like,
North American University Stallions 7 months ago discontinues football program. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Thorny Red Clouder has 20 posts on Bobcat Nation, and his 20th post said, Celtic Cat, Common Cat, you guys need to design a Thorn Dog logo and give someone on the team an NIL deal to wear it on a hat or shirt when they do media interviews. Excuse me, that comes from Colorado Cat. He says, get that Thorn Dog logo on some golden coolies. I tried to make you a logo on Chat GPT, but I don't have an account with it. So
No AI. I refuse.
I've been using it for my
I'd
Mercyhurst.
rather pay someone an appropriate rate to make me a logo.
I just want a player to.
If someone wants to give me a Bobcat discount, I'm not gonna say no. But
I just want some player to score a touchdown and just pull up their undershirt as they're flashing it to the camera. It just says Thorn Dogs.
just Thorn Dogs.
Or like
That's what I'm
Caden
talking
Dowler
about.
wears a foam dome hat that just says,
Yeah.
has the Thorn Dogs on it.
Where can you get a Thorn Dog? Oh, Bellingham, Washington. Very, very good
It's a very
marketing
niche
money
market.
dollars. Marketing in Montana for a product you can only buy in the very corner of Northwest Washington.
All right, buy or sell, fellas. This comes from Missoula Cat Fan. This year, Taco Dowler breaks the MSU record for receptions. So currently held by Joe Bennell with 88. Taco has 24 through three games.
So 9 more games
It's
to
attainable.
get 60 catches.
Uh,
It's doable.
Yeah. He's got a ball.
wonder
out
how
a couple
many
of those though.
How many games Joe Bignell had when he had 88?
We went to the national championship, so I don't know, maybe like 14.
Yeah. Conservatively, we probably will have 14 games.
I'm sorry, I got to interrupt.
think he does it.
North American football game worn North American University football jerseys. Take a piece of history, hang your favorite jersey. They
my gosh.
They liquidated offices on the 8th floor of their Holiday Inn.
That's amazing.
Oh, sorry. It's just one of my favorite stories. It warms my heart. Not really, but it's just so terrible.
I think he's going to do it. Taco's going to get it. Some guy named Common Cat said buy or sell Northern Colorado is in your top 5 for the Big Sky Power rankings this week.
I guess.
Yeah.
What is your top 5?
The conference is currently garbage. Montana State, Montana.
Do it.
UC Davis, NAU, Northern
This
Colorado.
This leads to a Cooley question I got from my dad this evening saying, is Northern Colorado a top 4 team that we now need to take serious? They have a legit coach.
Not yet.
Zach, give me your power ranking top 5.
Oh, jeez. You do this every week. Us, Grizz, Idaho,
Oh, I forgot about Idaho.
Ooh.
maybe Northern Colorado, and
This
Every-
is unprecedented.
everybody else, 20 feet of dog poop, Portland State.
I'll actually I'll swap my Davis with Idaho and kick Davis out of the top 5 because whatever.
I mean, are we a
Feels
4? Are we a
scandalous.
4 bid league this year? I think we only get 4, maybe.
I think
Yeah.
yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of 500 teams this year in the Big Sky. I think
Yeah, I think so.
Possibly only
I don't know.
3.
there's
Some
gonna be
teams
a
might-
lot of 6 and 6 teams in the Big Sky.
Someone's gonna catch fire. Someone's gonna figure things out. Davis might end up being what we think they were gonna be. So the Grizz, Cats, Davis, NAU, and Idaho, I think, are the only teams that have a chance to get in the playoffs.
God, I'd love to see Northern Colorado do it.
What's their schedule? They got Idaho State, Idaho, SAC, UC Davis, Montana State, NAU, Eastern, and Portland. Could happen. Yeah, that's possible. Is it Ed Lamb down there?
Yeah, I love Big Sky football so much.
It's something.
It really is.
It gets wild. Big Sky After Dark.
Big Sky After. Oh God! Did you guys see Thorny? Did you see the tweet about when New Mexico was just whooping UCLA and Reddit FCS said UCLA should look for a Big Sky invite, and the official Big Sky account said no thanks, we're good.
Yep, I did see that. The Big Sky's done that several times now.
It's pretty good.
Where they're just like, no thanks to somebody like insulting some teams to join the Big Sky. Big Sky, no thanks. It's good stuff. It always goes viral every time. It cracks me up.
So my power ranking would be Montana State, the Grizz. For this week, I'm putting Northern Colorado number 3.
You had the courage. That's some liquid courage right there.
Davis was on Idle, and I have Idaho number 5. I know it's a spicy take, but okay, I'm okay with it.
You're saying this Northern Colorado's playing the 3rd best football in the conference right now?
Yeah.
I mean,
to go into Vermilion and take those guys to overtime.
They were 6 inches away from winning that game. If they punch in that second or third down, they win that football game at the end of the game.
And then at the same time, going to Colorado State the week before, and then
in a game they should have
those guys to the wire. Man, I mean, at one point they gotta win these games, but they got some fight, man. They're kind of pesky. I like it. So
I was on the fence of going to that game in Colorado, and I think I'm officially going now.
Yeah. Vim said on the heels of that, buy or sell UNC top 5 team in the FCS.
No.
Vim might have been dipping his toe in the whiskey last night. I'm not sure.
He was just allegedly
he was feeling it.
Wine.
Teasing you.
Okay. Again, Vim. He was at buy or sell, fellas. UND does nothing with this annual quote unquote good early season losses momentum and finishes around 500. It will be like Bubba never left. Salty. I love it. Oh.
Stupid fighting Hawks. They choked that game away.
They did.
They really did.
You knew it was coming, though. I mean, you knew it was coming. That's the
Honestly,
thing. It was the least surprising thing ever. It was
those
the least
are the games that keep Bobby around, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, no. So Liquid 360. I love this guy. This guy has some good stuff. He says, in his Monday presser, Coach V talked about making better blocks. What components make up a better block at the college level compared to the high school?
Fully.
I can punt this one to Zach.
Thorny, I think you got a good point on this one.
Hat on a hat.
Yes.
Throwback.
If you know, you know.
No. Jeez. I have no idea. I assume they teach him the same way?
Liquid 360, he's a follow-up question. He said, what should we look for in the next game other than better super secret jersey holds?
Which we've been doing. We've gotten away a few of those. I don't know. It's just continuity. I think it's still continuity thing. They're not firing on all cylinders. We didn't really talk about it very much. They're still not firing on all cylinders on the run game. And they're still like whiffing in some blocks. They're still, I think they're just confused a little still.
That's fair. Yeah, I think communication against the offensive line is still a work in progress. That is for certain. All right, Thorny, did we have any shout outs on X?
Nope.
Sweet. This is it. All right.
Pick a winner.
I feel like I got to give it to Vim. he populated a couple there at the end. I mean, his buy or sell UNC is a top 5 team in FCS. He gave us is Tarleton State the William and Mary of 2025.
I do like that question.
Yeah, is UND going to finish around 500? He was feeling it last night. All right, Vim. Good job, buddy. If you want another golden coolie, buddy, you know how to get a hold of me. Or if you just want to send one to your friend.
Maybe he has the old style. We have a new neoprene style. And by new, I mean probably 3 years now. But
yeah,
depends when you had it.
We were
if you had
flush with new ones.
Yeah.
All righty. I think that's it, fellas.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, like always, everybody. You can find us on Twitter, RrCatcast. You can find us on the web, rrcatcast.com. You can shoot us an email, rrcatcast@gmail.com. Boys, let's get out of here. Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.